What's going on? What's going on, people? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Welcome to No Cap High School Basketball Show and Little Derby City. So that's why we got split decisions because we're gonna do more than just the high school. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. T Rock, what's going on, sir?
That man had fantastic weekend. Fantastic weekend.
Wow.
Fantastic weekend.
I bet. I bet.
Um,
I bet. Yeah,
right.
I'm sure. Thank you. And I did too. I did too. But the Don, how about yourself? How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's going on, people? Hey, my good weekend. I got to see all my grandbabies, and all at one time. So yeah, it was a good weekend. Good
Yes,
weekend.
sir. I want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes and everybody who was able to come out Friday and help me celebrate. So I appreciate the love and all that kind of stuff
Ooh,
like that. So
ooh.
hats off to you guys who made it and hope you guys made it home safely. That's all I got to say. That's all I have to
Right.
say on that. That's all I got to say. All
right.
right, let's get caught up, man. Let's cut off some basketball. So let's go ahead and hit the ground running. Assumption 65, male 33. Woo wee.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there we go. I thought I had that. I was like, I know I wrote something down. I remember assumption. There we go. We got
Hold on.
Bailey
Hold
Duck.
on. Let me do it. Go ahead. You go ahead. Keep on talking.
Oh no, no,
I
okay.
gotta get the clock for Don. Hold on. Go ahead.
Whatever. I got Bailey Duck, who led Assumption with 17 points and 4 rebounds, and Ashlyn James, who came in right behind her with 12 points and 4 rebounds to lead Assumption. They did have 38 total rebounds for Assumption, so hey, I'm guessing they was on those boards.
Took care of business, man. At the road
Yep.
win. At road win. Knocked Mel right in the mouth. Good win assumption.
Smacked
Right.
them around.
Yeah, big time. Goodness gracious. Next up, let's go on and get it rocking and rolling, flying like we're gonna be flying. Atherton loses to Seneca, 48-41. Ariana Tunstall, 25 points, 12 rebounds. She did her thing. She's on the pole this week, so they had a hell of a week. Congratulations, Seneca, for taking care of business.
Oh man.
Go Red Hawks.
Right.
Bullitt 70, Jtown 19. That's kind of bad, ain't it? Just a little bit. Anyway, go ahead.
That's just a little bit. Nah, ain't nothing. They didn't even put no stats out on this, and I don't blame them. Nope.
No
No,
can do. No
no,
can
no.
do.
Turning
Bullitt
that
was
in.
gracious enough not to put up their stats.
Okay,
So
okay.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah.
just being gracious.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Shout out Bullet East.
What you said. Ballard, 75, Cal 41. Woo.
Man, Ballard was balling. Ballard was balling. I have to get into them. Kendall Taylor with 16 points and 9 rebounds. You had Rihanna Miss Rogers with 16 points, 7 rebounds. She was 4 for 9 at the 3 point line. You had Maya K. Let's say K because I don't want to mess this last name up for her because she balled. She had 15 points, 1 rebounds, and she was 5 for 9 from the 3 point line. And then you had Serena Lyons with 10 points and 4 rebounds. They had 4 people in double figures. So they shot a combined fit. They hit 15 for 31 and 3 point line, 48%. So yeah, Ballard was balling.
Yeah, congratulations,
Ball.
Ballard, on that one. As of Friday after that game, that proved the 8-8, and a lot of these teams play Saturday, stuff like this. We're just doing Friday's game, guys. So calm down if you score 50 on Saturday. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Right.
Well, let's see. Cooper, 55. Boone County, 24. Yeah, I guess it's a thing. Ass kicking
Oh, yeah.
thing. Ask
Yeah.
it the theme. That's what it is, the theme. Lexi Murphy, 13 points. Riley Benson, 8 points, 8 rebounds. They was 10 for 26 for three-pointers. That's enough. That's ball game. You done hit 10 of them? That's 30. You're more points, three-pointers than they scored, 24. So congratulations, Cooper, for a nice win, a road win. And they, as of Friday, improved to 12-3. Boone County falls to 1-12. Yeah. Not a good night. Was that a Douse sighting? 53?
Douse sighting.
Weston 23?
Oh, yeah. Led by senior Halen Logan, 12 points, 4 boards, followed by Ayanna Thomas, who had 11.7 boards, and Brianna Dura, who had 10 points and 9 boards. Got to do it right there every time.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, Ayanna shot 55.6 from the field.
Well, that's great because they shot 39% from the field as a team. Didn't even hit a three-pointer and still smack wrestling around. Hey.
Yes. Yes.
Whew. Yeah, right on the job.
It's a blowout theme today, like you said. It's a blowout theme. I didn't see no close games for real this past Friday.
What? In honor of the mayor, a mile wide.
A mile wide. We did have some couple mile wides this past weekend. We did have some mile wide.
Mile wide. Eastern gets smacked around also. North Bullitt 59, Eastern 27.
Man, and North Bullitt by Kaylee Downing, 26 points and 2 rebounds. She was 6 for 12 from the 3-point line. I mean, they are launching these days out there. They held North Bullitt held Eastern to 9 for shooting 9 of 34 field goals. They were shooting 26% from the game and 3 for 13 on the 3-point line, 23% from the three. I mean, yeah, defense and I guess the offense is clicking right along.
Right. I mean, 26 points. Damn near beat Easton by yourself.
Right.
Yeah, they should have let her get 2 more points so she can say that. Y'all scored 28. Y'all scored 27.
Run off the screens.
Right. Talking cash. Like, well, y'all ain't nothing. Nothing, I say. Okay. Well, Franklin County girl basketball beat Frankfort by a mile wide, 89-15. Big. Hey, Franklin County I guess they don't care what sport it is.
What sport?
They don't care. They try to knock people out the box, man. They are, man. Jalen Edmondson, 19 points, ain't nothing but a 7th grader. Put in 19 points, and she did score more than Frankfurt. 51% from the field and 31% from 3-point land. Man, hey, Frankfurt, quit that. Frankfurt, as of Friday, improved to 18-3. Yeah. Right. T-Rock, did you say something to them early in the season? Because I know they won that Class A too, or 2A or whatever they had. They won that also. Did you say something to the Franklin County Flower ladies basketball team or something?
No, I think they're still riding on the football stuff. So
okay,
I ain't said nothing yet.
Okay.
I guess you just said right. You said Franklin County's whole athletic department don't play nobody. I guess so.
Something. Because they 89-15 is like when we
went words in my mouth, but sure.
89-15 is like when we was going to school. Where you used to see some of them scores and like, oh, dang, I hear you.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Valley, 67, Holy Cross 34. It's a theme to get beat by 30 on Friday night. It was a thing.
Man. It was a thing. Grief, man. Yeah. Led by freshman Agatis Russian. I love my people, by the way.
I do too,
Agatis.
bro. But, hey,
I love my people.
when I saw that name, I was like, "Oh, I can't wait!" And I was like, "Oh, that's Travis."
I love my people. I saw that's like
Agatis Russian.
Agatis
Yeah,
Russian,
Agatis.
18 points, shot 75% from the field. Junior Leah Stenson, 16 points, and senior Celine Wendling, 10 points. Yeah, that's all you need to know about that one. Yeah, one side 75% from the field, the other side 54.5.
Agatis.
7 for 22 on 3-pointers.
Yeah,
And I just got us a goddess.
Agatis.
A goddess.
I had to look it up
Capital
myself.
A, capital A, capital G. Yes. Big time. I love you.
Goddess.
I love that. I love that. That's the originality, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Originality.
Goddess.
Oh, could you guess this score, guys? Mercy 78, South Oldham 30.
Seems like a
Why
large
not?
disparity.
Let's see if somebody on Mercy had 31 points. But anyway, all right. We had Abby Russell. She had 22.7 rebounds. She threw out 4 3-pointers for herself. Maggie Young had 15 points, 1 rebound. Their defense held South Oldham to shooting 27% for the game. I mean, that score speaks for itself. Mercy handled business, and I guess teams are trying to get done early Friday. They're just trying to get it.
Yeah. They was trying to come to my shindig, but they couldn't get in. You can blow people out early as you want, and it makes no difference. You can't get in no matter what. Let's see before we go to the next. What's up, Shan? What's going on? Good evening. All right, Miss Misty. Misty, what's going on? Keeping it real as always. You know we are. We're going to keep it
all
real.
right now.
We know it.
That's what we do.
Good evening, D. What's going on? All right.
Good to see the sisters this past weekend.
Let's go. Yeah, so they escaped the darkness of it. It got dark after they left.
Once it got dark and a little ugly.
It got dark. Speaking of ugly, Central 72, Portland Christian 23.
Lord Jesus.
Hey. Zaya Smith, Velez Smith said, I got what the no cap wants. 39 piece and 10 rebounds. She beat them by herself.
She did.
Kennedy Russell, 12 points. They shot 48% from the field. Hey, that's taking care of business. 39 and 10? 39 and 10. And I want to know, was that in 3 quarters? 2 quarters? You know what I'm saying? Did you play the whole game? Hopefully you didn't.
You would think,
starting.
but
Yeah. Woo.
yeah.
Smoked. But they are
Right
smoking.
by halftime.
Speaking
Oh my
of
God.
another smoke, PRP 61, Fairdale 15.
It's
Well, hold on. Before we get into this one, Mariah Carr had 25 points.
That's it.
5 boards. That's it.
Hey.
And keep in mind, as a team, they only shot 34%.
Oh, that's what they do. That's what PRP do. They must be turning over people because they got a nice record and they don't shoot well, but they beating people. They beating them.
They beat them.
So they get more possessions apparently because it has to be that and rebounded. But 61 to 15?
15.
Lord, all right. Thank you, ladies. We have to exit the ladies because they decided they wanted to just beat the living pulp out of people. So let's go to the boys. Let's go to the boys. Oh, Seneca 78, Atherton 50.
Just when you thought.
Just when you thought. And the thing about it, Seneca, they wanted to be nice. They didn't put their stats up. Atherton was so mad. You know what Atherton does mostly. They don't put their stuff up, but I wouldn't either. This was a drumming right here.
Hey, good win, Seneca. Good win.
I
Good
mean, they looking good after you thought what they lost from last year and everything else, and they still
Right.
stand good.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Atherton was 9-8, and Seneca was 2-13. So ain't looking that
Oh,
damn good.
okay. Matter of fact,
They just
never mind. I was thinking of another. No, I was thinking of Butler. Matter of fact, that's
Okay,
what I was thinking of.
okay.
But yeah,
Yeah. All the way from Newburgh let's take out the East End, the Goldsmith Lane to Shamble. That's okay. But now they improved to 3-13. So,
right.
hey. Yeah, they shocked themselves probably too.
Yeah, I think that's who he's like coin flip. Like that's what type of game.
Woo. Well, the Town 64, Bullitt East 53. Good game. The Town is a very well coached team, so they took care of business. That's enough said on that. When you don't have the stuff, we just keep it moving. Oh, there you go. Hey, Don, that's the team you're talking about. Butler 81, DeSales 70.
Yeah, Butler was led by Junior Hendrik Barjalo. Hope I said that correctly. With 20 points.
You said it better last week.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I'll try it again next week then. Because if he keeps shooting from 90% from the floor, then, you know what I'm saying? Then, yeah, I'm going to be saying it every week.
Right.
He was 9 for 10 from the floor. Michael Jones, 19 points, 8 boards. He shot 87% from the field. What's even crazy? I mean, they won by 11, and DeSales had 3 players that scored in double figures.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
So
good game. Sound like a good game.
Yeah, it was.
Especially like the high school got 81-70, so some points and things like that. So that's good stuff right there. Big time. Congratulations, Butler, taking care of business. Well, Butler County.
Yeah. Now, Butler County, they do the assignment.
Butler County beat the knockoff Trinity 85-53.
Knockoff
Trinity Light.
What a knock.
Ultra. Since Don's doing it, it's the Ultra. Trinity Ultra.
No. I mean, I'm not going to say. Never mind. I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking. We on live. So I can't even say what I was thinking because I'm looking at the whole name. But yeah, Butler County, they doing what they do. They said, hey, we know the assignment for Friday night is spanking people's tails. So they went out, and you already know what Ty does. But Mr. Price, he came out with 21 points after the game before. The man was dropping 50 this week. So dropped 21 and 2 rebounds. You got Justin Caslin. He hit 15 and 10. You had Trevor Dubois, 14 and 15. Butler County out rebounded Trinity 53-24. They shot 48% from the field. Yeah.
Make sure you say Trinity Whitesville, because for the people who maybe can't read, because you just said Trinity and they might think you talking about the
I did say just Trinity.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
We do probably have some people
Trinity
who has a little problem.
Right. Trinity Whitesville. Trinity Whitesville.
Whitesville?
Yeah. we be clubbing.
What they say? White side? What they say?
We be getting beat. Yeah, you got destroyed.
We take a drumming.
Ooh,
oh, see, Ballard knew this assignment.
84-67, Ballard over Cal. It is what it is. Congratulations, Ballard, for the victory. Keep it moving. Covington Catholic loses to Trinity, Louisville's Trinity, 75-71 in overtime.
Yeah, Trinity. Led by Jaden Johnson, had 32 points, shot 55% from the field. Julius Edmonds, 19 points, and Garrison Gilden, 12 points. Which I'm not, great game, obviously great game. Covington Catholic, I'm going to just touch on a couple guys there for a second. Anthony McGillis,
why he always
34
break
points.
the thing?
because he had 34 points in an OT game. If it wasn't an OT game,
It's
I
a
wouldn't
loss.
even care.
Loss is a loss, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He,
That's a loss.
he always breaking the rules, man. A loss is a loss.
A loss is a loss, but that's an impressive loss.
Loss is a loss, man. We got plenty of people that score 50 pieces and lost. We know that's a L, man. That's a L.
Both of them.
Let me see. Next up, Waggener 62, Eastern 60.
Now we have a game here.
Yeah. A real game.
Right.
Big time. And I know Don is happy. Waggener, we know you got a piece of that Waggener in you, without a doubt. Leo McCrory, 20 points. William Effinger, 15 points. Shot 47 from the field. Congratulations, Waggener, for taking care of business. The Wildcats. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Wildcats. Woo. Oh, Holy Cross 61, Valley 55.
Okay, the boys said.
Yeah, nothing. I found nothing on it. Yep, goose egg.
Just like Valley's record, 0-14. God bless them. Yeah, Don, you got
Come
to
on,
get
Vikings.
you
Get
got
together, Vikings. Come on.
you're gonna have to go out there and wear some of your gear and cheer them on, brother.
I have to go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to slide to a game. I'm gonna have to slide to.
Oh,
A
everybody's free. Everybody's free.
Yeah.
You 0-14, everybody's free. They don't need to take no tickets.
Like, really? Y'all gonna make me pay
They
for
take your
this?
shorts and losses.
Right. Well, it must be an alma mater beatdown. Say next 96,
Oh,
59. Ooh-wee.
Oh man, the thing about it, St. Next, I guess they've just had their way. They had 5 players in double figures.
You think?
Josh Lindsay, he led with 21 points. 21 points that day. 2 rebounds. The man was 6 for 7 from the 3-point range. You had Graham, he was 14 points. You had Chase Dillingham, 14 points. Brandon Days, 11 points, 2 rebounds. And Bryce Johnson, 11 points. That's all everybody that was in double figures that day. They shot 66% from the field goal. They shot 59% from 3-point range. And the funny thing to me, for the whole game, I guess that's just how good they shot. They just had a total of 17 rebounds and shot like 4 free throws.
96 points. 96 points.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 16 for 27 3-pointers. I mean, that's, come on, bro. That's it right there. A beatdown. Woo. Yeah, let me hurry up and get that off the screen. Big time. More 53, Bullitt Central 47. More doing what more does. Ellis Leslie, 18 points, and Bruce Sweeney, 10 points. Shot 45 from the field, 35% from 3-pointers. Good win for Moore, and this was at Bullitt Central. So, love to see these games like this, competitive games compared to what we've been seeing, what we saw Friday. God, that's ugly. The Ridge, 79, Fairdale, 68. It's not the same Fairdale, huh?
No. PRP. Got 4 people in double-digit scoring. It's led by Keywan Shepard, 28. Shot 66.7% from the field and was 8 for 10 for 3-point line. That's insane.
Say that again.
Zachary Good.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry for the people in the back.
Shot 8 for 10 from the 3-point line.
Make it rain.
I wish.
Make it rain. That's what I was thinking to say. Make it rain.
Zachary Goodman, 17. Jackson McCutcheon, 14. And Nico Jenkins, 12. They balled.
Yeah, they did.
They balled.
Coach Kinley, man, is no joke. So great win.
That 13-3 record.
Yeah, they don't never fall too far. Manual 77, W.E.B. Dubois 55.
Well, Manuel, yeah, they doing what they've been doing. They've been trying to win it. Shot 50% for the game. Justin Decker, 27 points, 11 rebounds. He was 4 for 5 from 3-point range. And uh, Malachi Coleman, 17 points and 3 rebounds. So, hey, that's pretty much just how Manuel did. They just came out, handled business, and went on back to.
Congratulations. What you say? Just went on back home.
They just went on back. I'm like,
We're
right on
back
back.
home. We're back home.
Yeah.
Hey, good one. Hey, shout out, little cuz. I see you shoot that 3-pointer, got 4 rebounds. Mark Woods, big time junior. I see you, baby boy. Do your thing. Do your thing. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and let's do it this way. Let's go back to this page. At this page, really, I want to go ahead and get a shout outs to the sponsors, 502 Corvette Club, Final Empire, and Mile Wide Beer Company. Don, where can you find them at in the Yum Center for the men and the women games?
Hey, I know tomorrow night, 7:00, we can go, take on Wake Forest tomorrow, section 115. I will be at with my mild wire bird in my hand, ready to watch the Cardinals. Meet me there.
Meet him there. Mm-hmm. Meet him there.
We got you. I'm there.
Big time. Go ahead.
I'll be there early this week.
So he gonna get really full. He gonna get full. Hope they got some light beer over in Vienna or whatever. So don't give him no stout. Don't give him none of that. 115. Hey, show them love, guys. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, great beer. Whatever you need. Make sure you visit. T-Rock, you know the address offhand? Of Mile Wide?
624 Baxter. I'm sorry, not Baxter.
Barrett.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I think it's 6 something Barrett. I can't remember. Not right offhand, but
yeah. So make sure you guys check them out big time, man. They drop out new beers all the time. Great people. Treat you like you one of theirs. So, go ahead and do it big time. All right. So don't forget where to find us at pretty much 54 Sports everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. You don't stop unless you deleted your TikTok. Then you're not getting that. Twitch, all that kind of stuff. Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart, all the Amazon, whatever. You're going to find all the shows pretty much on that. So go ahead and check that out for us. All right. Hey, guys. Update time. Wrestling.
Slow.
Saturday night main event.
Oh, yeah. I missed that one. I missed it.
You missed it? Yeah. It was all right. I give it that. You had Braun Strowman, Jacob Fatu pretty much they battled, but yeah, Jacob ended up just destroying him at the end. They just let him have his way with Braun. So it looks like they're gonna let Jacob Fatu run wild and be, I think, that tribal werewolf. I think that's what they're gonna call him, his new nickname. You had
it's no longer the Samoan werewolf, huh?
Right. So you had Cody.
Did you just make that up on that? Did you
no,
just make it up?
No, that's what
okay. Okay.
What I've read. No, that's what I've read, that they're going to turn, eventually, now that he's broke away, now the Solo looks like Solo's going to be gone for a while. So you got him and Tonga, what is it? Tama Tonga, yeah. So him and they just chilling and coming out together right now. So I think your boy's gonna be out for a while. So Jacob, they just give him Jacob, making him look stronger right now. So
as they should. Dude's a beast.
Yeah, most definitely he is. Most definitely, especially for his size and the way he moves. No.
Yeah, and I love the way that they use his real life and put his business all out there too. They said he was locked up 3 times before he was 18 years
3
old. I'm like,
times.
whoa,
Yeah, he
slow
did.
down. Put the
Oh
man
my
business
God.
all out in the street
Throw
like that.
that dirt on him.
Yeah, but then, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? But there was a thing where, that's how he got in the wrestling. He knew his whole family was in the wrestling. And, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to rob people.
Oh,
And he
okay.
said he was locked up one day and, saw his, the Usos, his cousins wrestling. It's like, okay, I guess I should probably get into business and, stay out of jail. And that's how he got into business. The Usos' father, Rikishi, is the one that
Mm-hmm.
trained him.
Rikishi.
Right, Rikishi.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So that's a
Yeah.
huge family of wrestlers right there, boy. There's more to come.
So, right. So, last thing I know where the main event, though, was Gunther against Jey Uso. It was a decent match, and Gunther pulled it out at the end, of course.
Yeah.
But once they said it, Michael Cole said Gunther has been a champion for 80% of the time he has been in WWE. That is remarkable.
That's very remarkable. Wow. Nobody does that.
No.
Yeah, that's
Not
good
at all.
shit. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, speaking of good stuff, guess what happened this weekend in basketball? There's some good stuff that happened. There's some good stuff. So let's go ahead and see what happened in the land of Nashville. Kentucky loses to Vanderbilt, 74-69. And actually, this game, Vandy almost choked their ass off. Vandy was putting it on Big Blue Nation, killing them in the first half. And Kentucky came out like old Rick Pitino team in the second half. It was throwing haymakers and landing. And hats off to Vanderbilt for withstanding that, because I was like, here we go. Because most teams, after you up by, I think it was up by like 12 or something like that, and, you just don't withstand that. You up by 12, all of a sudden, Kentucky's up on you, like, big time. So they was up by 14 at halftime. And, like, within the first 5 minutes of the second half, we damn near tied. Like, Kentucky put it on them like that.
Yep.
But Vanderbilt, with their new coach, I think he's from James Madison, withstood that onslaught. They regrouped, and it was a game all the way down to the end. And, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, granted, Kentucky did not give up 1,000 points like normally. They did play without Carr. He did not play. It's almost got me thinking, man, why did you get Amari Williams? Because that offense that he normally, like, he's a great passer, and the way that they run them curls off the center, where as soon as they get past it, you just lob it to them, they can do a layup. It's a beautiful thing. But I just think that he does not match that offense. You need a more free form. Somebody could probably stand out and shoot that mid-range jumper to three-pointer. That's not like that. The road don't get any easier. That's the thing about it. UK is 3-3 in this conference. Maybe UK is going to be one of these teams that we talked about before, that somebody is going to be a middle pack of the team or towards the end that gets in that NCAA tournament that's going to get, because you keep losing like this, you're going to get like 6, 7, 8, 9 seed. And probably you're not going to want to face them if you don't have the firepower or defense.
It's true.
And that's just being real. Maybe that suits them a little better because, a high seed like they thought they was going to get, it's not going to be good at all for them with that lack of defense that they do. But you can see what you gave, they only gave up 74. I mean, it's just the game just predicated on that without a doubt. And I just want to say this real quick. Next up, Kentucky, and why do they keep doing this? Kentucky, like when Louisville was losing for the past 4 years, you rarely had games line up. And I understand prime time, different things like this. Kentucky plays tomorrow at Tennessee at 7. Same time that Louisville plays. Same time. But, okay, so they go to Tennessee. Then they have the Calipari homecoming, which they're probably going to blow the doors off them. Arkansas's doo-doo.
Man.
They ain't gonna. But then you gotta go and play at Ole Miss. Then you got weak ass South Carolina coming in. Then you got Tennessee again. Then you got to go play at Texas, which is not going to be an easy feat because you almost all your losses from teams that have not been ranked. Then you got to go. Vanderbilt comes in town. You got to go at Alabama. You got to go at Oklahoma. Then you got number 1 Auburn coming in town. If they're number 1, then you got weak ass LSU. Then you got to go to Mississippi. Dude, they got probably about five more losses at least on this schedule. Yeah, I think they probably going to end up like between a 7 and 10 seed, unless they ball out in that tournament. If you ain't got no, it's going to be Catalana, but that defense is not that good. So I mean, good win for Vanderbilt. Kentucky got some issues to work out, and you could say, well, we didn't have Carr. Well, a lot of teams don't have a lot of starters, and they take care of business on the road. So. I always got to go start with Don on this one because this is his second favorite team. Don, what is your thoughts on Kentucky losing?
I tell you, boy. Myself, when I was just thinking about why you was going through that, and we was going through rankings and everything else, I'm looking at it as in like the SEC tournament. Now they keep taking these losses. You thinking how low they're gonna be in that ranking? I mean, they're gonna have to play 4 full days. Yeah,
one and done.
So you think about the teams, like they might win the first game. Who's gonna be waiting on? They ain't gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard road for them. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's Kentucky. It's not like I really. Hey,
well,
more power to you.
Going off what you just said right now, because they have about 16 teams in that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kentucky's the 10th ranked team. I mean, in the standings, they're number 10. Yeah. And then underneath them, you got Texas, Oklahoma, the Big 12 cousins, Georgia, who beat them, LSU, Arkansas, and South Carolina. So, yeah, you're going to have to play because most likely, if you're in that first day, you probably play some of these losers. But then the next game is somebody that's good. You probably got to look at Florida in the face again or somebody like that. You don't want to see that. T-Rock, what's your thoughts on this, brother?
Well, I can only imagine if Calipari was still coaching this team, they will be getting smoked every week. And
like Arkansas.
Yeah, every week. It wouldn't even be pretty. You know what I'm saying? It would no longer be Kentucky back. He wouldn't have left, they would have fired him.
So you said he left at a great time?
Well, yeah, he left at a time. I can't say it's a great time because it's not, a lot of upset Arkansas fans right now. You know what I mean? But they need to play defense. You know what I'm saying? That's sadly lacking. And what's even crazier is they only fell 3 spots in the poll.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
They only fell 3 spots.
That we know what that's about. It's the brand.
Right.
It's the brand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if everybody was like Louisville and had a week off. But hell, even with a week off, they went up. You know what I'm saying? It's like
right.
I don't understand. I don't understand this whole situation. But anyway, to get back to this, Vanderbilt played their butts off. Yeah, Vanderbilt played their butts off, and you know what I'm saying, they beat. I'm not going to say they're a terrible team because they're not a terrible team. They're a good team. They're just playing in a stacked conference right now.
Yeah,
and it just what you know what I'm saying. And so this is the time where if there's going to be a consistent stacked SEC, this is where Mark Pope's going to have to reevaluate how he recruits.
And I'm gonna step back real quick. You can't celebrate that you at the time was 5-0, 4-0 against top 15 teams, but you done lost to every unranked team that you played almost, except for Louisville. You know what I'm saying? Like it balanced out. You could be 4-1, but then all these other teams is not ranked and they beat you. Like it doesn't make it doesn't make sense. And you're right. Vanderbilt is, especially at home, they look good. They look good. You know what I'm saying? That you got to bring it. You can't sit there and not bring it. And Kentucky, no, I would say Kentucky did not bring it in the first half. And There he is. Butler. The Butler did it.
Mm.
Butler is a good player. And we all said he would never do what he did against Louisville. Now, he had another good game after that, but it wasn't like he didn't miss anything. And the crazy thing is this. I don't know if y'all saw this. 17 minutes ago, ESPN just announced that Kentucky without Butler at Tennessee.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not beating Tennessee at Tennessee with Travis Perry and the dude Chandler running point. Alborea and all that.
They get ready to catch one of them like the Tennessee caught us.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Ziegler's going off.
Yeah. That's gonna be dangerous.
It's going off.
Man.
They better get every rebound.
I just saw that. I was like, Kentucky with that Butler shoulder. No, that's a wrap. You ain't winning that one. All right, moving right along. All right, I always got to throw a little spice in it. Indiana, Maryland 79, Indiana 78. This is almost it's not what Louisville went through, but it is what Louisville went through. Former player, a coach that is not a good coach. Woodson has been fired pretty much everywhere, and most coaches are. But when you and I'm gonna say this because I don't know if you guys watched because I know we was getting ready to do some other stuff later on yesterday. Prime example, man. They down 79-78, and I think everybody probably heard about this. The crazy thing is, so the timeouts called. Dude calls a play. All of a sudden, now this is from the timeout. He's got the people out there. Now he's trying to substitute people in the game that you did not do a play for. Yeah, he's taking 2 or 3 people out. It was chaotic. It was chaotic. Timeout. It was chaotic. And the best shot they got off was giving it to Rice in the damn corner where and the man's under. He had to do turn around, and just throw it up. Dude can't coach, bro. It makes me even more irate when they just played a simple zone and beat us 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
With a simple zone. Because Woodson ain't doing nothing special. That makes you just cherish what you have. Especially with timeouts and with the plays calling. All I gotta say is Woodson, brother, you gone, bro. You're not gonna lose it during the season because they're not gonna do that. But yeah. So my question to you guys, real quick, and do I have let me see if I have. I don't know if I have a time on here or whatever, but we won't dive in on it, and y'all ain't got to elaborate too much. Who should be the next coach for Indiana? Because dude's gone.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Man.
I mean, it's actually, it's a traditional.
Who would you swing for if you want to put it that way?
That's hard because the lay of the land these days. Kenny Payne. No, I'm just playing.
The Payne did it.
That's hard, man, because like I said, the lay of the land is different now. So,
okay. Would you swing for fences for Brad Stevenson, even though he's in the front office worth a call, right?
It's worth a call. I mean, if you're going to go that route, even Donovan, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like,
he
ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, if he didn't go to Kentucky, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. At least Brad Stevenson's got Indiana ties.
Yeah, right. And I think it's going to have to be an Indiana guy, not necessarily a former player, but an Indiana guy is going to have to take that spot. And I'm at a loss to even think of who that could be. I'm sure there's some great assistants, at many places, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you go ahead and dibble-dabble into the analytical phase? So now you got a lot of these young coaches that's lower major and low major and really know what they're doing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, are you going to have a lot of flyers like people, like when people look at Louisville and say, well, dude, was different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I think one of those people has the chance. You just got to identify because there's not a lot of Kelsey or Dusty May or even Swashers, whatever was at St. Louis. Hell, do you go and get him? Because you know he will leave St. Louis to come to. He was at Indiana State.
Right. True.
Yeah, he
true.
would leave
but,
that in a heartbeat.
but the thing is I mean, he's do you go get a guy who's what I'm saying that's not doing well, or do you get a what I'm saying? Do you go get a guy, or you go get the Iowa State's coach? Try to get him.
You could try.
You know what I'm saying? This is, I mean, Indiana. I mean,
Mark
some
Cuban
people
money,
consider,
baby.
yeah, that's I mean, they're considered a blue blood.
Oh, they are.
They are.
They are.
They're considered a blue blood. So if you don't want to go to a blue blood school, I get that, but I would say somebody like that Iowa State's coach. I can't Olsenhover. I can't even think of his name right now.
Yeah,
but,
dude's tough. Dude's tough.
yeah.
And the thing about it, it's a lot of low level that not I would say they're not low level, but that are tough.
Mhm.
I would even try for Baylor's coach. I mean, he's sucking down there now.
So I was gonna say Scott Drew.
Sometimes you catch the wave and you ride it because before all that stuff, and let's be honest, a lot of these teams probably need to go ahead and hire a damn general manager to go ahead and be ready to do because it's really transactional. Free agent, it's all that kind of stuff. So why not add that to your staff? Most of you got 10 people on your staff anyway, so you might as well get somebody who understands that whole philosophy of doing that.
Right.
Big time. But Iowa State is that. Yeah, I like that. But I wouldn't. Drew, I wouldn't have for him, bro. Like, nah, bro. But they might. I mean, they're gonna swing for the fences. Don, what you thinking, man?
Yes. I was thinking of some of the some of the coaches that we was looking at, or a lot of prediction that was out for us before Pat Kelsey came to us. Like, a Chris Bird, Bruce Pearl,
Chris Bird, boy.
Some of those Mick Cronin, somebody that was taught
But
that
can
was
they
out there.
hold on real quick? Can they take a Chris Bird after they had Bobby Knight?
Ooh. Yeah. That's kind of like, we ain't gonna deal with that. That's very true. That's very true because that's dealing with.
I mean, I would love that because dude is a hell of a coach. But anyway, go ahead, Don. My fault.
No, I'm just saying, it was just some of those names that we was hearing then, and Indiana is a blue blood. They are a tradition. They have a tradition for that Indiana Hoosier State. So, I mean, like Nate Oates, people like that. I mean, it was those names, the bigger names. There should be a big name that goes that, that Indiana should be looking at, or do they go after that young blood and find one that's up and coming?
You're gonna have to back up the Brink truck for people like from Oaks. See, and that's the whole
That's
thing.
exactly
I
what
mean,
I was gonna say.
because it's so many that you don't know, and we don't know in general that are great coaches and stuff. But are you willing to hope that he hits it running and able to? Everybody's not gonna do what Kelsey did.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, Indiana's budget too. You know what I'm saying? What is their budget? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much are they willing to spend for a good coach?
Right. Is Cuban going and give up, 20 mil? I mean, for real, like somebody like Oaks or even Bruce Pearl, you're gonna have to pay for them dudes.
Yeah. They ain't free.
And I don't blame it. I don't blame them. Because when you see these other young coaches getting some stuff like, hold on, bro. And everybody talking about Hurley running now. You might be, you didn't have a chance before, but after this season, because I don't see them doing nothing. I mean, granted, back to back is great. It has to be somebody. If they're proven, they have to be an egotistical maniac. Hell, why don't you go get Rick? Let Rick go ahead and complete the trifecta.
Not a bad situation.
Yeah, Rick said, I got 5 more years left, bro. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you raw, baby. Raw and uncut.
Oh no!
I'm gonna give it to you raw. They gonna say, "Well, Rick, we don't want it raw. We don't. We saw what you did in Louisville. We don't want it raw. Yeah.
And definitely not uncut.
And definitely not an Italian restaurant.
Keep it in your pants, son. Keep it in your pants. But no, it's going to be interesting because Indiana can get pretty much anything because when you have a backing, like I said, like we talked about it before, people don't know, but we talk about like when you have a backing and support, especially billionaires, that ain't nothing for Cuban to be like, what y'all need? Got you.
Yep.
They got that dog and they got other dogs. So, you know, but are you willing to do that? Like, are you willing? And I'm going to say this before we go to preview Louisville and Wake Forest. I'm going to say this. Dusty May was going to be our coach before either somebody talked to him or he talked to himself, and he pretty much said that Louisville basketball was going to be too much for him. That he didn't want to be that main attraction.
Yeah.
So that's why he went to Michigan. He didn't want to deal with it. He's like, hey, they got a football program. I can slide on it. And my thing is, thank you. Not because for Kelsey, because I don't want a coach that want to be second fiddler. Like, dude, no, you got to be that rock star if you're a Louisville coach.
Right.
And he didn't want to be that rock
All
star.
the smoke.
So thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. We got Coach Kelsey and Johnny Kelsey and everybody else. So bye-bye. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
Johnny Ball Gang.
And the East Side Boys.
Johnny Ball. He's out there balling.
And the East Side. Yeah. Who's you bring to the game? Louisville team? Show it to
Did you say the
team? Yeah. They my brothers.
There they go. There they go.
Hey. Let me see. Tomorrow night, Wake at Louisville, 7 p.m. Damn. Okay.
Hey.
That threw me off.
What in the world?
That threw me off, bro. Not gonna lie. That threw me off.
Yeah.
And I was thinking,
me too.
Yeah. I was like, what did I say? Okay. Anyway, Wake Forest at Louisville, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Wake Forest is coming off a loss to Duke, which, Louisville lost to Duke also. I mean, they're a team that probably is going to get beat in the second round, but everybody's loving them. Talking about Duke. This is a big game, man. Wake Forest coming in this game 15-5, same as Louisville. They're 7-2 in the conference, so you want to go ahead and jockey for position and take care of business on this one. I know you say you're going to be there. What's the keys to you, man? And I love it because, it took a while for you to become, and you can correct me, convinced. There you go. Convinced of this whole new hire, what did it say, and everything. Right. But go ahead. So what you thought of the game and what you think the keys are?
Well, my thought of the game is that it should be a really fast game. When I watched them play Duke, they got up and down pretty good. Had some shooters out there or whatever. I think it's going to be that kind of game. As far as the matchup itself, Louisville is just a harder matchup for anybody at this point. You know what I mean? And like I said, you can't key on just one person, and Chucky controls the game so well that. I mean, he played. I've seen players play at pace. I've never seen a whole team play at a pace. Right, and they all have pace. They all play the same way. You know what I mean? And so, I believe Louisville's going to win this game. Like you said, it took a while for me to be convinced. And be quite honest with you, I still get a little bit of anxiety every time they play because I just don't. It's what I'm saying. There's still the fear of the unknown for me. You know what I'm saying? Until they get maybe they have to get through a whole season before I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't know. But
we always been the cardiac cards. But anyway, go ahead.
Yes, always, always. But Louisville's defense has been top notch, and their offensive schemes. I'm not sure which one's the offensive coordinator.
He
The
bad
dude's
boy, ain't it?
tough.
He bad boy.
He's
He
tough.
bad boy. He
You know what I'm
bad
saying?
boy.
It's almost like he uses common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
again, and I said this previously. Got Javon Hadley out there. He's guarding the big. So
Right.
what do you do on offense? You bring the big out.
Right.
And what am I going to do? I'm going to drive right by you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then they're going to have to help, and then you kick. So
Right.
again, I don't expect them to drain a bunch of threes. I mean, although they can, or some of them can, but they're
Right.
unless you're Rain Smith or Chucky Hepburn, those
It's-
threes are opportunistic threes.
It's more, and the thing about it is because as much as we saw at the beginning, it's more than threes. I think everybody got stuck on the numbers, you know what I'm saying? But as
Right.
everybody's getting used to it and involved, you can see that paint touches is a must and
Yeah,
offensive rebounding. So, yeah. It's
because your
tough.
boy Hadley do that crab dribble on back somebody down in a heartbeat.
Right.
You know what I mean? But again, the set plays, out of bound plays, Louisville runs, it's just insane. And not even just the plays, but how well they're executed.
Yeah. They executed well, but
Man, it's insane how well they do it, man.
Yeah.
So that is, more or less my take. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be a blowout like they have been.
right.
I think it's probably going to be a little closer game.
Probably look like Clemson a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
A little
what I'm
rugged.
saying? Yeah. 8-point win maybe, somewhere
Right,
in there.
right.
But you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a lot of physicality and plus playing at Louisville. If you play at home, it always helps.
Right. And it's funny because to me, I think they have been playing better on the road, even though the last couple of home games look good. The crazy thing about this Louisville team is that if they're hitting, they're gonna beat the brakes off you. You cannot have them hit. You cannot have them hitting 30. It is crazy if me say this number. If they hit 39 and above, they're gonna blow you out. Point blank, because you can't keep up with that. You cannot keep and they got shrieky shooters, and like you said, Chucky is just controlling the whole aspect of it. And I was gonna say, when you were talking about the mismatch, it's great with the Hadley, but we just saw James Scott shoot a three, which Chucky says that's what he practiced. So that gives you a little bit of open invitation, open view of what boy wants his five to be able to shoot too. So if you got a five that can shoot, pass, kind of like I said about Pope needing something like that, if you put a five like that in his system, as far as Mr. Kelsey, it's over with, bro. It is over. And let's not forget, Chucky don't have a backup.
No, you don't.
He's doing all this without a backup. Edwards come in there and he scares the shit out of me when he's dribbling. Scares the shit out of me. I mean, I know he's a scorer, he's a slasher, and I do respect him. He's one of the ones that I respect the most because that's someone who was a player of the year in his conference, and he done had to make sacrifices. Yeah, he still might be averaging 13 points or whatever, but dude wasn't playing defense like this at James Madison or where the hell he was from. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing that.
Didn't have to.
Thank you.
Didn't have to.
Until he got in the tournament, got their first win, and their second win was like, wait a minute. We got to be consistent with this? Different. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
And they all have to play different, you know what I mean? But again, I think we definitely have the upper hand just in Chuck.
Ty Lower coming home, bro.
Oh yeah. I saw him, you know what I'm saying, still the hype dude. I like Ty Lower. I think he's he's a good player.
He was
dynamic.
Besides the JJ Trainer aspect of it, and Brandon Hatfield for his size and stuff like that, which he wouldn't work in the system because he's, he got to have the ball all the time, type of stuff like that. I think if he came to Louisville, if Pat was here first, then you can see maybe he probably can get in the system. But JJ Trainer, stuff like that. But Ty Law is the one who I wanted because I'm like, dude can play some defense. If he gets the right toolage,
right,
he can be that problem.
He could be a problem. For
Like
real. He would be a problem in this.
he could be. I saw
He
him
did?
being like Chucky.
Yeah.
Even though Chucky's a senior now, but I envisioned that part. Like he can grow into that. It's up to him how long it's going to take to be that. But I saw that, and now you can't make no mistakes because the funny thing is because Silas, who's their leading scorer, you already know Terrence is on his ass.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's on him,
Yeah.
and you can bring a Bubakar who's 6'5" on him. You know what I'm saying? But Ty Law, you start. Guess who you gonna be against?
Right. And Chucky's crafty. You know what I'm saying? Now
Yes,
Tyler's a
sir.
good defender. I'm
Right.
not gonna.
He
He's a
gambles.
great defender.
He gambles, just like Chucky gambles. But when you got a dude who's a senior, 5th-year senior versus a sophomore, we gonna see. And you know he's got emotions coming. I don't care. Everybody who we played that played at Louisville last year or before, like even Matt Krause had a good game, which really he didn't have a good game to me because he had all that in junk time. You know what I'm saying? Like 18 points till game was over. Lord, guess who wants to join us again?
Forget it.
What is?
Tell me we ain't home.
I don't know what happened.
We ain't at home, bro. Who is this? What's going on? Hey, Dad, what's going on? You all right?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good. Hold on real quick. Hey, I'm going to give you an opportunity before we move on. I'm going to give you an opportunity.
Move your finger.
There you go. Yeah, move your finger. You're on your phone, ain't you?
Yep.
Just prop it up against that. You good.
This is terrible.
What's your thoughts on the Louisville game tomorrow? Louisville and Wake Forest.
Well, hopefully, do we know if Waterman's playing? But I really don't think it.
It don't make a difference if you play.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I really don't think it's making a difference anyway.
But he's going to play.
But
real quick, he's probably going to play. He's been out for 2 weeks. Another body. I'm just saying, do not penalize. Yeah. Do not penalize. Like I said on the bird's eye view, do not penalize Frank the Tank. Give him his 5 minutes of fame because you know he's going to go hard. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta love Frank the Tank when he come in. Frank, when he comes in, he like you said, he goes hard. Oh, hold up. I think I'm ready to go back, but yeah, everything came back intact. I had to shut everything down and bring everything back up, but I mean, hopefully we can have a fast game. Hopefully we can keep it rolling, keep it going because you know somebody's gonna be. It's going to be their day. Like I said, and who knows? Maybe Terrence Edwards will put on his show. Maybe Hunt, he'll come and do it with his thing. Chuck is just going to keep doing what he does. Just lead the team.
Right. That's cool.
I'm just looking at a fast. Let's get out early and let's stay out like we've been doing.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, Louisville, go ahead and do what you got to do. Hold on, Don. I'll bring you on here. We're going to get in this NFL talk.
I'll be right back in there.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's see. Let's go NFL. This game right here. Kind of bad. Kind of bad. And this was the Eagle show. It was the Eagle show. And the crazy thing is, all right, let's get him in here. And the crazy thing with this whole Eagles thing, as far as with Commanders, it didn't shock. Y'all know how I'm a Cowboys fan, and I don't like either one of these teams. But I do understand Commanders had no rushing offense really this whole year, and the Eagles does. Like in the playoffs, you got to be able to run the ball somewhat. And the Eagles is like the best running team in the league besides the Ravens. And they still here, and they got the best running back besides King Henry. And his stats is better than King Henry. Mr. Quinn. I understand that. I seen it. I seen the collapse. I'm glad he made it to that point right there. You got one of the best of all times middle linebackers, but he is was longer than two. Was Bobby Wagner. Eagles is just different. They are probably they are probably, if not the most talented team, they're number two. Their coach sucks. I don't like him. They got some good coordinators. We know Fangio is a hell of a defensive coordinator, and he's got that defense howling with a lot of them Georgia boys. Like I said, they got the best offensive line in the league. Period.
Mm-hmm.
They got one play that no one can stop ever, and the league has not abandoned that damn thing. The tush push is there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because when you look at it, we talk about Shaquan Barkley, we talk about all that shit. They got two of the top 25 receivers. Brown and Smith are two of the top 25 receivers in the league. They just gotta hope that old boy throws the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's hurt. It's hurt. And Hurt you can say, well, he got 20. It's Hurt. What this offense, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let y'all go ahead and rock about this. What if they had a real legit passing quarterback? Because you got to think, they do RPOs, but they can just hand it off to Barkley to eat, no matter what, because that offensive line. But if you had a real quarterback, you got Dallas Goedert, Brown, and Smith, they are so loaded that congratulations, we're going to have another Super Bowl. We are going to have a Super Bowl. And we'll talk about the other team who advanced, but we're going to have a Super Bowl. And this is going to be a Super Bowl because this is probably the other teams, as far as who they face, one of the most talented teams they have faced. So this right there. Don, what's your thoughts on the Eagles knocking the Commanders' asses out when
I mean, the thing about it, you got to give it to them. I mean, like I said, how many rush touchdowns? First off, I want to give it to the Eagles before the season started. This past summer and everything else, when they opened their bank book, when their books wasn't getting looked into like everybody else's books. And I remember we was talking about it. We like, I guess Philly can do whatever. They can pay whatever.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
because they was signing and dealing and willing and dealing. And I'll be damned. What did they got to the Super Bowl after they did all that. And hey, they did what they had to. Now that offensive line is pretty much the best offensive line, if not one of the best.
And been that. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, Mekhi Becton went and found him a home.
Yep.
And now look at him. Yep. Look at him. He's in the Super Bowl. I mean, you give Barkley the year he's had. But you do got a strong point. Like I said, if they had just a quarterback that could sit back there at the same time,
Lord,
you know, you got where they sit back there and pass that ball and can hand that ball off. Or Barkley have still 1,800 yards maybe.
Oh yeah. You utilize him still.
Right, but and then you got AJ. Come on, you got weapons out there.
I'm gonna say this.
Defense showed up.
I'm gonna be real. You didn't even, most people like this is you have Lamar back there. You didn't got to put Lamar in that offense. You can put Russell Wilson in that offense that can throw that thing better than Hurt. Oh, Lord. They might not have lost the game. Like, for real. Now, would they have all them rushing TDs from a quarterback position? No, because you don't need it. You don't need it. You got the best running back in the league. You can go ahead and do all that kind of stuff.
He have 30 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, he would have broke everything. Go ahead, T-Rock.
Yeah, it'd been a completely different offense, though, right? I mean, you make your offense to the fact that he does run or can run or get tush pushed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's the crazy thing, you ain't got to do that, though. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You really ain't
but,
got.
I mean, You don't really have to, but
On
it's
fourth
Jalen Hurts, and
downs, yeah.
that was his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he came in, his thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody says Jalen Hurts is ever, obviously a pocket quarterback. You know what I mean? He can throw the ball. Don't get it twisted. He can throw the ball. You know what I mean? But he's not that kind of guy. Now,
Let me ask
that
you this
being
real quick.
said,
Hold on. Let me ask you this quick. If you could trade your starting receivers for A.J. Brown and Smith, would you?
yes,
Cool. How about you, Don?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I just want one of them for mine because I got CD Lamb, but I would want one of them. But I'm just saying, no, I'm just
right.
being real. Like, that's
No,
how
no, no.
loaded
For
they
me,
are. But go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. We'll get into that. My receivers, but anyway, um, I didn't see the game quite getting out of hand. Obviously, turnovers was just awful for the
Yeah.
Commanders.
Oh gosh.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what really set them apart.
That
You know
was
what I'm saying?
bad.
We watched that game last night. You know what I'm saying? We watched that game, right?
Right.
Turnover, score,
Right.
turnover, score, turnover, score.
Yeah.
They made them pay for every time they turned the ball over.
True.
Yes, they did.
True.
And that was the difference in the game.
True. You can't
Period.
do that. Yeah. You right.
You know what I mean? So, Jaden Daniel, you know what I'm saying? He'll be back. He'll be fine. He'll be back. You know what I'm saying? But, you just can't, especially in this game. Especially in this
Right.
game.
Right.
I mean, you kick return, punt return. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Kick return, you fumbling the ball.
Fell
You serious?
apart.
You
Yeah.
fell, you
Gave him a
ran into a
shorter
wall
field.
and just said bloop, 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 bloop. I'm like,
Do
what?
your father, even though we know the players make the plays, do your father sports the special team coach?
I don't know. You might want to tell him, hey, next time you catch a ball, run around the dude. At least try to. You ran straight into him and just dropped the ball. Like, come on, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, the writing was on the wall at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for bad luck, they wouldn't have had any luck at all.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. They
I
just give him
wonder.
the field so short.
I wonder
Right.
how much you paid to keep the offensive coordinator Cliff whatever.
Kingsbury?
Because my thing is that especially when you got a young quarterback, you want to continuity is key. Because let's keep it a buck. Scary Terry is one of the best receivers in the
Oh,
league,
yeah. For sure.
big time. Eckler is probably one of the best third down back. I ain't putting a running back. You know what I'm saying? So it's pieces to work with. You know what I'm saying? Big time on that team. Ertz is a steady veteran. You probably want a younger tight end, but he's gonna rock and roll with you. That he'll catch 11 balls. All that. My thought is thinking that we know Mr. Hansberg is gonna go somewhere else. He gonna try to be a coach somewhere else. And if you do not want that him developing under some bullshit. Because we've seen some of these players that are good quarterbacks that their offensive coordinator and quarterback coach sucks, and it has really like they have to go somewhere else, and then you can be like, oh, okay, he's okay. You know what I'm saying? And that could be
Who's that?
and that could be 5 to 6 years later, or that could be that he's out of the league because we ain't got no patience. Because McDaniels is good. He's good. Does he show some stuff that he needs to work on? Hell yeah, he does. But he's a rookie. My thing is, if you're a Washington fan, you gotta hope that you keep your offensive coordinator. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then we're gonna see because it's gonna look like it's gonna be the Queen that was at Atlanta. Everybody's not meant to be a head coach. I'm just gonna say that. Bills 29, Chiefs 32. Go on, hey, do your thing, bro. Talk about your team. Talk about the Chiefs. Talk about your team.
I'm very proud of my team. I'm very proud of the defense that's carried us all season. Every game looked like this game right here, especially, and I mean like score wise.
Yeah.
Yep.
We are not that explosive team that once were, but we still managed to win games.
And I'm not taking Mahomes no more. Petty ice for my quarterback in the.
Hey, it might have worked out a lot better had Hollywood Brown and Rashi Rice
I
not
am
got
not taking
Man.
that chance no more. Anyway, go ahead.
I
It
don't
might
want
have
to talk
gotten a
about
little bit
trash
better.
Kelsey. We're not. I ain't even brought up Kelsey yet. So yeah.
He cost me. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, again, he hasn't got the ball a whole lot this season anyway. The last game before
That's
this was
true.
the most he's gotten all season.
You right.
But
You right.
man, we always find a way to win the game. Defense won this game. You know what I'm saying? The tush push, he was able to stop the tush push a few
Yes.
times, and that was the key. Now, do I think they could do that against the Eagles? No, I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. But I think there's the Bills is just a little bit different. They're different in a sense, but I think come time to play this game, I think it's going to be a good one. I'm very proud of my boys. Andy Reid is that man.
Yes, he is.
Spags is that man.
Fuck Spags, but he is.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
Spags
usually
can
I'll go
trust.
back to the Giants. Yeah, that's all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. It's
And I
all
mean,
good. It's all
Reed
good.
is Eagles, and I mean, I can't stand him either. But I know when you see greatness, you got to respect that.
Yeah, because there's no spectacular numbers to talk about in this game from the Chiefs.
Damn.
There's just, what I'm saying, they went out there, they worked hard. What I'm saying, they did what they had to do to win the game.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. You know what I mean? Josh Allen should and will have this stank on him for a long time.
I hope so.
Needs it.
Let me ask you that. Let me ask you this. I mean, because we all had to go to work and different stuff like that. And I guess later on after the show, I'll be able to hop on social media. I haven't seen any really bad comments about that, and that's bullshit.
Right.
Dude wasn't sharp. Dude didn't look good. The tush push, yeah. I mean, and that tush push is fake because he takes a step back and then he goes to the guard. Yeah, that's not a tush push. That's a dive. Yeah. My thing, nobody saw anything regarding him and his and that stuff.
No,
To be
'cause,
honest?
Nope.
to be honest, and be honest again, I really didn't pay much attention.
Okay,
but-
well, I'm definitely gonna be looking later on this to see. Don, what
Right.
you got?
I mean, the thing is, but it's like Buffalo. They did to themselves. Like when that game started, I just knew just had look. It's like, oh yeah, nothing's gonna become. Buffalo's looking terrible. Just starting the game out. You asked me. That whole first quarter. I mean, Josh Allen. The whole game. It didn't look pretty at all. What no finesse to the game.
True.
Josh Allen, them, yeah, and then you cannot, of course, they know this. Allen knows this, and all of them know that you cannot give Patrick Mahomes no type of chance at all to win the game. And it didn't help when who was that? Was that Kincaid where where he dropped the ball? Is it something with tight ends dropping the balls that you gotta pick up? I mean, you gotta catch. I mean, you're not. It's playoffs. It's playoffs.
Playoffs.
You gotta catch those balls. I mean, it was that.
But you know what?
close.
If you don't watch the game and you look at the stats, Josh Allen was 22 for 34, 237,
Yeah.
2 TDs, also 39 yards rushing. But if you didn't watch it, the first 2 to 3 series, at least the 2 series, he could have had 3. Granted, I'm saying 3 times that the ball could have been intercepted within that first 2.
Oh,
Dude was not sharp. He did have some monster passes. Not gonna lie, had some good TD passes and things like that. It is what it is. But my thing is, if y'all why we keep getting close? If you can't beat him, bow down. Let Lamar have a chance. And that's on Lamar and
Right.
them. That's on Lamar and them. I mean, like
Oh yeah.
Lamar and them against the Bills, you can't have 4 turnovers or whatever. Well, you got to play clean, and that goes back to the Commanders. You can't beat nobody in the NFL. Yeah, we did have one person had 5 interceptions and won a game, but when they had them 3 interceptions in the playoffs, what happened?
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
win the game. And we all would have loved to see Detroit Lions versus the Eagles, the 2 best teams in the NFC, and it didn't happen because they choked. And you know what? Josh Allen, you're a choker. Your team's a choker. Because I know that's what they would say with Lamar. And you can say that. Well, Lamar, well, he chokes too. There's one guy out there that may have a chance to get Brady. There's only one guy. That's Petty Ice, man. As much as everybody may not like it, if you got an NFL team and all that you like, let's be real, bro. This dude is winning games any kind of fashion. He has won championships when they was blowing the doors off of people, and he was the number 1 draft pick in your fantasy football league. They recreated themselves and became a defensive-oriented team, and he got y'all know why he did that? They did that because all the money was spent on him and Kelsey and Chris Jones. So they was able to get what they needed to do that. So that means a lot of that offensive talent on the offensive end, line receivers was draft picks. They knew and scouted what they needed to do. And when you got that one bad man, Petty Ice, that one bad man, I don't give a shit what no one says. That one bad man, and that's why when people say, well, they'll win it this year. If they win it, they lose it. Petty Ice is still young.
Yes.
Kansas City ain't going nowhere. If you got a team in the AFC, baby, because you know what? As you see D-Hop and all these people come over there or whatever, he's going to be able to get more people to try to win championship because they know he's that guy. So if you got a team over there, good luck, bro. You're going to need a super duper dude like Lamar to break that habit, and he might break it one time. Hopefully, for all the Louisville fans and all the Baltimore. Maybe Tardies. Maybe. And Josh maybe get in there. Maybe. But that team that Josh built for him was not built to win the Super Bowl. They should have been out a long time ago. They thought they was going to be able to win without a number 1 receiver, bro. You're not winning that, bro. You're not. And your defense is okay. And they got exposed. But the problem is you got to hope that defense for Kansas City falls completely apart. But then they got so many smart people in their front office, then they're just going to outscore you like they did before. Why you think they bring in Worthy, Brown? Because when they can't afford to pay Chris Jones, who probably get ready to leave, he was crying so goddamn much, and all these other people, they just going to outscore you like they used to do. Kelsey ain't got that much time left. Well, what are you saying, Will? What I'm saying is that Mahomes got about at least 8 years left in him. Kelsey don't, but you replace Kelsey with that's when you go get Lively from Baltimore or somebody that can get more time. Bro, this is not over. Y'all thinking we get ready to see 2 quarterbacks that's get ready to put up some crazy shit in the past 20 years, Brady and Petty Ice. That's me.
Yeah.
That's my thought. And I could be wrong. It won't be the first time, but that dude can win. Dude, he's winning games, dude. Like I heard a stat that and when he's trailing, I mean the numbers, and I'm not gonna repeat it. Dude is different, bro. Like you got to blow them out. No chance. You can't give them no chance. And people ain't doing that, bro. Because that defense is tough enough that if you do not, know what you're doing against Spags, you're gonna get burnt, man. It is what it is. Great win for the Chiefs. Uh, like always, T Rock is doing his thing, celebrating. They're going to Nolans in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Nolans, all that stuff like that. T
Yes, yes,
Rock,
yes.
what you leaving the people with?
Man, everybody have a great week as usual. Go Chiefs. Go Cards.
Go Cards.
The Don, give me some of that French Royale.
With cheese, bro. With
cheese.
cheese. Royale with cheese, bro.
Royale.
With cheese. Oh man. Hey, positive anything is better than negative nothing. Simple as that. Positive anything is better than negative nothing.
Mm, okay, that's a little bit different.
Yeah,
Y'all know how Don is. Y'all know
short and
he
sweet.
gonna bring it. He gonna bring it anyway, but loose. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna go ahead and try to get to some games. Do what we gotta do. Thank you guys for the support. We got some new stuff coming out. We gotta do what we gotta do with that. We're gonna keep grinding and chiming. We got an interview coming up with another basketball player on Wednesday, and we'll do some things. And we're looking, looking to add more things, more people to the team. So it is what it is. We keep grinding. I want to thank everybody for your support and what we do, and understand, as far as with these polls, go ahead and nominate. If you got all the stats, and we know y'all parents is different. Y'all parents is different now. Y'all get all the stats. Go
Right.
ahead and nominate these kiddos. They deserve it. And also vote for the kiddos if your kid didn't get nominated. You know what I'm saying? Or didn't show up. Because if they don't get nominated, then we're putting it together. So, and that's okay. We do our best, and we may forget one or two, and most time it's because the stats is not there. So go ahead and add to that, and we'll rock and roll. But gosh, God bless you guys. And, it's 2025, big week. My nephew is turning 21. So, love him to death. He's been on the show several times. So we're going to go ahead and celebrate him, the Aquarius style like we do. But God bless everybody. And you know what? How we do is what we do, and we out. Peace.